Hi, if you are new here, I'm Kanitsi, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch To Your Eternity, the second season. We've already watched the first quite a while ago, so I remember, I think, like most of the things. I have the names of the characters written down, but it is possible that I can forget something. So if I do and you know what it is, feel free to remind me in the comments. But we are going to go in now with the first episode of the second season of Anime To Your Eternity. So let's get to it. Let's go. Alright. It's a different translation. Okay, they reminded us about like the of most of the important things, I suppose, right? So with the translation I was watching before, in the subtitles they were called Immo, from immortal, I suppose. Zombie hand. Okay. We can do. Ah, right. I was thinking. Okay, wait. New opening. Let's enjoy the new opening. But that's knockers, right? That's what they were called. The song is so relaxing. Okay. New characters. This seems to be an important one. Hmm. Hmm. It's like watching spoilers. I'm like, So that's what's going to happen. Honestly, there is a lot. Yeah, and obviously there is going to be drama. I'm kind of a bit scared even, going into this because I remember Infatuation Reborn. I remember the first season. It was so sad. Holy shit. Reborn. And right, like Pioran, she was reborn, by the way, right? That was in the very last episode. Yeah, it's completely the same. I can remember zombies, and then I remember that kind of happened also on the island, right? And that was also because of knockers. So that's, I guess, it's happening here again now. Yeah, and this is Immo Fuchsia, I suppose. 40 years. And since he was staying in this form, the form aged. That's how I understood it. Children? Forever? Hmm. So maybe if this planet gets destroyed, he can replicate it with all the people who died on it? Mm. Because he doesn't want to miss anyone. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. This is absolutely adorable. So he got a lot of oceanic forms in his repertoire. Hmm. So that is all still like in the flashback about 2 years after Pioran's death. So the knockers were showing up from time to time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he's eating knockers. So before they were coming here. Yeah, now they're trying to lure him out. What, so long? So cute! Oh gosh, Hayase! Hayase was an antagonist. Is this what the title of the episode is about? This infatuation reborn? Hyasis? I didn't even know she had kids. Something happened to her after the island. Hmm. That's a bit sudden. Like her appearance here, what the... yeah. Because she's very persistent. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Makes sense. Ew. Right, she was attacked by a knocker there, but she wasn't like murdered and turned into a zombie. It like stayed with her. This is like another. I thought something must come of that. I thought, okay, she would be like possessed by knockers and reappear, right? But it is, yeah, way more complicated. But there definitely is reincarnation in this world. I think it was implied that. Why? Implied that Björn has reincarnated. Yeah, like a soul. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Mm-hmm. Hmm. So it's more like the will being carried over? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like knockers are our enemies, and it's in her arm. Like it's not something to be chill about. I feel like. Oh, all of their little portraits. Oh, but he's now like bonded with fish, so he does not. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the place we saw attacked in the beginning. Yeah. Is it the woman that yeah that protected those kids? How does she know? What? But he stayed on the island and yeah. How? Oh. I see. What the heck? It's like a cult. Hmm. doesn't belong to anyone. Folklore. It's already folklore. Oh gosh. Yeah, like building the resistance, so to say. But she like poisoned them. Well, wait, is that really? I would. If she didn't say, I wouldn't. It's already the ending. I was like, the ending is so pretty. I remember Tonari. So, like, Fushi didn't even recognize her, and I didn't either. I think, did I misunderstand the situation? Why would she also poison her fellow doctor? Or was it the girl that wanted to poison them? Because obviously, I have to maybe rewatch this scene now. Maybe I misunderstood something. I feel like this is really cute ending. So like it's not even because it's like lo-fi music, very relaxing. Oh, some characters in the that yeah, that right, that's the bear. Who's this girl with green ends of her hair? That must be one of the new characters. I don't think I remember her from the old ones, obviously. So there are like some old and some new characters in both in the opening and in the ending. Fushi will be okay after the poisoning, and Tonari is okay because she has built resistance to poison and she can drink as much as she wants. But that poor doctor guy, is he deceased? Is that it? But yeah, wait a second. I told the village shelter about you, and they insist that you use the room. Let's just stay there tonight. So that was like just a neutral offer, because it's the village, is the neutral location, I would think, right? And they are just staying there. But then Tonari says, I think, right? That's her voice. Thank you for treating us. If it will make you like us, I'll provide as much as you'd like. So yeah, that is, what was her name? Hisame. She has poisoned them, all of them. And again, yeah, I guess from her grandmother's autobiography, she should know that Fushi is going to be okay. I know when I watched the first season, I was always saying Imma because it was in the subtitles. But so I'm sorry if you are used to it. But now since we have Fushi also in the subtitles, I think I will just naturally gravitate to saying that. So she knew he's going to be alright. He isn't going to die from poisoning or anything. So her main goal was obviously just poisoning these two. So already we had that Fushi thinking, oh, so like she's not like dangerous or anything, she's nice, but at the same time there's this thing with a knocker in her arm. So if we think that Hayase, she got bonded with that knocker, it was probably like the knocker has their own ideas and goals and thought processes, right? They are always trying to find something new to how to destroy life and get to Fushi, etc. So I would think that that knocker invaded Hayase, partly because she has such a strong connection, her feelings are really strong considering Fushi. So they invaded her, and yeah, I expected her to just come back into the plot now influenced by knockers. That didn't happen in the first season. I was like, okay, so just maybe she just died and that was it, like off-screen death. But now in season 2 we have this. So I would think that that knocker had invaded her and decided to play the long game somehow. And after she had a kid, that knocker was transferred to the kid, like through her organism, right, through her body. But then knocker just was dormant in that kid. And then she had a daughter and it was transferred to her. Maybe because when Hayase had her daughter, she herself was still alive, right? But then after she died, her soul was able to be transferred into the next descendant, right? Maybe that's why it was playing the long game, and now it has this young new body, someone who doesn't have this huge distrust of Fushi's yet. And I feel like maybe Hisame herself, she is inspired by Grandma's autobiography and thinks Fushi is so cool, but also there is knocker's wheel, and since it's in her and it's drinking her blood, I feel like it can control her maybe in many different ways, right? Obviously, knocker is our antagonist, so obviously she would do something bad even if it's like knocker controlling her, right? But technically she can do some horrible things, maybe something like Hayase wanted, because Hayase had this thought, okay, if I can kill more people that he has connection with, and these strong, capable people, Fushi will get their abilities and he will be stronger and cooler, right? So Hisame could be carrying that, and that would be kind of her mission. But then she said, at the table, she said different things. but at the same time, it seems like poisoning was her idea at first. But then her men, right? They dropped on the floor, so it seems like Tanari was prepared for it and also like poisoned them back. That's basically how I grasp the situation. So yeah, a lot of things happened in this episode, and also this reincarnation stuff. It feels that there is a huge theme in my favorite manga, One Piece, that is kind of the inheritance of will, right? Here in To Your Eternity, it seems like it's also inheritance of will, kind of like in One Piece, but in One Piece, it's like you have a connection to a person and you get inspired by this person, and so you carry on their will in a sense, not like getting reincarnated, It's like maybe even you just having the same will as a person who lived before you, And in a way, that's like how I see it explained into Your Eternity, that here through reincarnation, not like your identity, but your will gets transferred, and it's like direct inheritance of will. That's how I understood that. I guess I didn't think about like we having a big time skip, maybe meeting some of the characters that managed to survive the first season and now being adults doesn't mean they are going to survive the second season. Maybe we will also meet Rin. That would be really interesting. I kind of didn't expect for her to ever come back, but now seeing this, I feel like, I guess that is possible. And also, Pioran, as I mentioned, there was this talk about her, I think, wanting to be reborn to help him, and then her wish being granted, and us seeing this character walking on the beach, implying that this is her. But then it was like, oh, maybe that's like how Pioran looked when she was young. That's just showing us her. But I think it was implied that she will be reborn. So maybe she wouldn't look exactly like that character we saw. Maybe that was just young Pioran. Her soul, how did he say it? Fui? She would be also about 40 years old then, right? If 40 years has passed since Pioran's death, and she was reincarnated right away, then she would be about 40 now. But maybe she wasn't reincarnated right away, then she could be like any age, and if she doesn't look exactly like that character, she could look like anything. So I guess we'll see. And yeah, maybe there's a lot was happening in this episode. I'm like, didn't really have time to comment on everything in the process because there was just like so much. It's like, okay, then, oh no, new information, new crazy information. Some I don't know what to make of it yet. One last thing, I just remembered a little bit how this might be a parallel as with March and Parona, right? Remember, Hayase was treating them after taking them to this big city, right? She was treating them to food, but it was actually infused with like sleep potion, and so March and Parona fell asleep and then they were imprisoned. So this actually feels like a bit of a parallel, right? Only here it's said to be poison. So poison, I would expect, is something that is going to kill you. So I would assume that all the people that were affected by poison are dead. At least maybe the poor partner of Tanari, who was we presume to be have been a doctor. Well, yeah, so with that would be it for this video. That was quite an interesting start to a new season. So please share your thoughts on this episode, without spoilers of course, in the comments down below. Thank you for watching and see ya!